Welcome back to Switch of South Africa. I'm Nicky Nash, and today you join me inside the 1.2 Turbo Elegance model Opel Corsa, and that means this car is quick. So you can do this and that. Let's get straight into it. The basics. This car comes with a 7-inch infotainment system, digital instrument cluster, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay standard, reverse camera, 180 view reverse camera, 12 view reverse camera, yes, automatic climate control. Another thing that I actually like about this Opel Corsa is how they've made the climate control system not fully with the infotainment system, because previous cars that I've had on test, especially nowadays, these cars come, the climate control is within the infotainment system, so you have to maneuver your way there. So the only thing that's in the infotainment system that has to do with climate control in this car is the direction or where you want your aircon. So if I want it on my face, on my feet, or those type of things, that's in the infotainment system. Everything else is below the infotainment system. There's physical knobs for that. Comes with LED lights, and with the LED lights, the indicators are LEDs as well. Where the daytime running light is, that's where the indicator is when you indicate. So for 386,000 Rand and LED lights come standard, I actually like that. Not too many cars in this range come with standard LED lights. So the car comes with heated seats as well, driver and passenger heated seat, height adjustment for the seat on the driver side, height adjustment for the passenger. Not many cars have that. It's actually quite nice to have height adjustment to the passenger as well. And yeah, that's the basics of the car, right? So now moving on to the more technical side of the car. Now we're going to talk about the power figures. The car produces 96 kilowatts, 213 newton meters of torque, and in its range, in its class leading. So the power in this car is quite good. Example, and it pulls. It has long gear ratios as well. So there you go. And the brakes are quite good. The car does stop actually. The car really does stop. So with those power figures and mated to a 6-speed automatic gearbox, this car does feel sporty when it needs to be. So now something that I think I need to emphasize on in this car is how the drive is. It's a very smooth ride. It's a very enjoyable ride. It doesn't feel like a 386,000 Rand car, if I should put it like that. It feels more expensive than that, although it is plastics here and there. But then the overall feel of the car is the feel of a premium car. For me, this is quite a premium car, and for the price it's sitting at, and when you compare what it has and its competitors and price, I don't want to get too much into that because we all have different views on price, but for me the price is actually quite good for me. It's value for money. The things you're getting in this car, they do justify the price of the car, in my view. This car also comes with lane keep assist, cruise control. The lane keep assist is the exact same lane keep assist that's in the Peugeots. It doesn't keep you in the lane, but then it will bounce you left and right. Once you do go over the line, stuff like that, it will bring you back. So the lane keep assist, for what it is, it works just fine. So now the engine. The engine is the same engine that's in the 2008, and that engine, I like it. It drives well. The thing that it's not that I don't like, it's just that this car has a long gear ratio, so you find yourself, you could easily be doing 120 on gear 3. You get? So right now I'm doing 60 and it's on gear 4. Another thing that I don't necessarily like is the fact that this car doesn't have drive modes. I think it would have been nice if it had like a sport, because it's just drive, that's it. So the power of this car, right? I'm gonna give you an example right now. I'm on gear 4, so the gearbox is not dual clutch quick, but it's quick. An example right now, I'm gonna put my foot down, you'll feel the power. There. Gear 2, that's gear 3. That's gear 3, 120, then it goes to gear 4. Literally what I saying is that because the car has long gear ratios, you could be doing 120 in gear 3 if your foot is pedal flat. Not that it's a train smash for me, but sometimes I feel like the car is pulling way too long. But other than that, the car does handle quite good. I actually like the feel of the car. Like I said, it reminds me of the SUV Sport, and the SUV Sport was my favorite car. And this car just, like, it literally just keeps going. Every gear you go into, it just keeps going. There's no, and another thing I like is that the brakes quite responsive. Responsive of the car. Like because it's so nippy, you just find yourself putting your foot down, and then this happens to the car. Because it's just, it allows you. It's not a lazy car. What you wanna do with the car, it will allow you. And another thing that I just feel, the drive of it, right? Like I said, it has that premium feel to it. Something that not many cars do have. So now we're at that point where I talk about 3 things I like, 3 things I don't like. And we always, this side we always start with the bad. Now the bad. Number 1, the plastic that's on the sides. I don't like that. Number 2, I don't like how they managed to remove the climate control out of the system, but not fully. When you choose the direction of where you want your aircon, it's still in the infotainment system. That's number 2 that I don't like. The third thing I don't like is that rear legroom. This car doesn't have much rear legroom. Behind myself, my position, when I sit behind myself, my legs do touch, and I am not the tallest person out there. So for someone that's 1.76 above will definitely have problems sitting on the back. So the rear legroom, I honestly don't like that. It's very tight. Now the good, what I like, number 1, it has to be the drive. The drive meaning the power and how smooth it is to drive right now, right? Number 2 that I like is how the car looks. The car looks amazing, and especially in this color. This car looks very beautiful. I like it. The LED lights as well. That's the third thing I like about it. How the LED lights and the indicator is one thing. The daytime running lights, it's one thing. And during the day, it looks beautiful. It's time for me to give you my overall verdict of the car. Do I like it? Don't I like it? Would I recommend it? 1, do I like it? Definitely. Would I recommend it? Definitely. Would I buy it? Definitely. Honestly, this is my favorite small car I've driven. I asked myself which car would I prefer between this and the SUV Sport, and the SUV Sport was one of my favorite cars. Although they don't compete, but then because I've driven the SUV Sport, I'm basing it on something I've driven. This is definitely something I like. I'd buy it with no hesitation. Honestly, this car, I like it. I loved it over the time I've had it. I'm actually sad that it's leaving. So overall thoughts, I would recommend it to someone. I would tell someone, hey, go look at the Opel Corsa. It's a great car. You'll enjoy it. The boot space as well is quite decent. You can fit a huge suitcase there and a few bags on the side and on the top as well. So the overall of this car, for what you'll be using this car for on a daily, it works perfectly. When you want to travel, it works perfectly. There's enough space all around except for the rear leg room, but everything else works wonders. I like the sound system as well. It's not bad. It's actually quite good. It sounds very nice and crisp. I like that about it. So overall rating of this car, out of 10, I'll give it a solid 8. There's just those 2 points is missing, but overall I'll give it a solid 8. So I'm Nicky Nash from South Africa. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. Keep it locked.